Hey y'all, it's Michaela and welcome to my channel. Today is part two kind of my birth story. Today I'm going to be talking about the things that I would do again and the things I would not do again, or things I do differently. So if you are curious about my birth story, I will link that video below. It is the first Coffee with Michaela episode, the last one I just did. And I'm really excited about this one because I had a really great birth story, birthing experience, and there's honestly not much I would change. But I just kind of want to share following from that, things that I would do again, things I would do differently. So I have my coffee. My husband got me an espresso machine for Christmas, so I am having a vanilla latte today. And it's so good. So let's jump into it. Okay, so like I said, there really isn't much that I would change or do differently. Like next time I'm pregnant and have a baby. So it was really hard to write down the things I would do differently. So I'm gonna start with the things that I would do again, and then we'll go into the things I would do differently. Things I would do again. I think I packed my hospital bag pretty well. I definitely overpacked a little bit, but I just wasn't sure how long we were going to be in the hospital. So I brought clothes to wear at the hospital for like 3 days, and then a going home outfit for both Arlo and I. So that was a lot of clothes. I literally only wore one set of pajamas after I had him, and then we left the next night. So I would say I would pack less, but I probably wouldn't. I would keep packed how much I had packed because you never know. You truly just never know. In my hospital bag, I had bought 2 pajama sets from Target. They are they the Stars and Above brand? I'll have to look and see. But they were so comfortable. They are the softest pajama set. It's truly my favorite. I got a pink one and a black one, and they're shorts. But then the tops are buttons. So when you go to try to breastfeed, you can just unbutton it and then you're good to go. 100% would do that again. Another thing I would do is I brought my own pads and underwear because I just wasn't sure what the hospital would have, if I liked it. And that mesh underwear with those pads are terrible. So I would suggest, I think most people have said this, bring your own diapers for yourself or your own pads and underwear. I would 100% do that again because that mesh underwear just ain't it. It is not it. Another thing that I would do again, in my hospital bag, we have a massage gun, and so we brought that with us to the hospital because my 3rd trimester, I would have back pain that it wasn't muscly achy, it just hurt from, honestly, probably just from being pregnant. And the only thing that would help it, a massage wouldn't help it. What else did I try? Pain medicine wouldn't help. The only thing that helped relieve the pain was the massage gun, on the middle bottom of my back. I guess it was just a different sensation to kind of off balance the back pain I was having. I don't really know how it works or why it worked, but it did. So we brought that to the hospital in case I needed it during labor. We never used it, and I wish I would have. But I would bring that again because that was, had I used it, I think I would have, I don't know, not enjoyed my labor a little bit more, but it just would have helped. It would have helped. We also brought snacks, mainly for my husband, but I had some while I was in labor. I would bring snacks again because my hospital food was not good at all. And so I'd eat half of my meal that the hospital brought me. And then I'd have Logan give me the snacks or go get me something else to eat because that hospital food was not it. So bring snacks for you or your partner while you're at the hospital. I've seen people suggest the 10-foot chargers to be able to plug in from beside the bed to get to you. Sorry, I have notes on my iPad and it said low power mode. We have fast chargers, and so we brought our fast chargers and we just kind of switched out who was charging. And Honestly, I was watching The Office on my iPad most of the time. I was in labor, but I wasn't like on my phone a whole lot, so we would just plug the iPad into the fast charger for about an hour or so, and then it would be good to go. Um, and Logan would plug his phone into the fast charger for a little while, and he'd be good to go. So instead of like having to try to finagle wires and cords and everything like that, we just brought our fast chargers. It was just a whole lot easier. We didn't have to buy extra long charging cables. We just brought our fast chargers. Okay, and then here are the few things I would do differently. First is, I think next time around I want to try to hire a doula. Just an extra person there for support. My husband, and this is not anything on him, my husband was like very hands off the whole time, which is what I wanted and needed. And we didn't even talk about that. He was just like, the medical professionals are there, I'm gonna let them do their job. But I'm the kind of person where, like, if I'm sick or not feeling good or going through something like that, I don't, just leave me alone. Let me deal with it. And so that's what he did while we were in the hospital, and it was great. But I think I would like to hire a doula just to help me, like, keep my mind on track on the goal. And there were some like interventions that I wanted to do for myself that I just didn't, because I just didn't. But I feel like if I had a doula, she could be there to like remind me, like, hey, no, we have this thing that can help you. Let's bring it in. So I think I would hire a doula. Second, I think this is, I almost did this for my birth with Arlo. I would have my own hospital gown. I had actually bought one from, I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it Lila? Leela? I've heard it pronounced a couple different ways. That like, they kind of blew up on TikTok a while ago, and it's the like gown that's really soft, and it has like snaps like down like the center of your chest and then under. It has a low back for epidural. The front like unties. I bought one, and it was super super nice, but the fitting of it was weird. I like never, if I have an issue with how clothing fits, it's going to be around my hips, but the length from like the shoulders to the waist was wrong. Like, that's just how they make them. It's not like mine was made wrong, but it just did not fit me well. But I know you can do like custom sizing with them, so I would do that the second time around, just for an extra level of comfort. You're already going through so much, why not just like be comfortable, right? So I would bring and buy my own hospital gown. These next two things kind of go hand in hand. I would stay an extra day and ask for more lactation support. So Arlo was born on the 8th. We went home on the 9th. My doctor walked in the morning of the 9th though and asked if we wanted to go home the 9th or stay an extra day. And we just decided to go home. I was fine. Arlo was fine. And so we just wanted to get home. I would stay an extra day though, because I remember calling the hospital that night and the next day, like asking them questions, freaking out about things that I really didn't need to be freaking out over. But I was a first time mom, I didn't know what I was doing. And so I think I would stay an extra day because it just gave me like that extra piece, a little bit more support on different things, and I wouldn't have been calling frantically multiple times. And then I could also ask for more lactation support, because that is one of the reasons why my hospital has like a lactation support hotline, I guess you can call it. And they are available literally 24/7. And so I feel like if I would have stayed an extra day and asked for more support in that area, I feel like I would have been more confident going home and trying to breastfeed. Arlo did it fine. We were doing it fine. And that has nothing to do with like me, like us now formula feeding him. But I feel like if I would have stayed an extra day and had that extra support, I just would have felt more confident in it, and that I think just would have helped overall. I'm trying to think through the rest of my labor and delivery to see if there's anything I'd do different. I really think that was it. Again, my birth and labor and delivery went so smooth, and I could not have asked for a better care team. And so I think that that made a huge, huge difference. And me only wanting to do a few things slightly differently next time. So here are some takeaways. Bring your own diapers for yourself or pads and underwear. Bring something for like counter pressure during contractions or if you're having back pain. So a massage gun. I know your partner can like squeeze your hips or put pressure on your sacrum. I would bring my own hospital gown. There's nothing wrong with their hospital gowns. I just wanted to be more comfortable. So I would bring my own next time. And then lastly is I would hire a doula just for an extra support person. Someone who is truly on your team and truly cares for you can have the potential to make or break your labor and delivery. So someone who is going to be there that is like-minded as you and your partner, to be there to support you and keep you on track, can't do you any harm. So those are a few things. This, I think, was a short and sweet video, but I hope it was helpful for any new mamas. If any of y'all are about to have a baby, congratulations. And yeah, I think that that's it. Thank y'all for joining me on this episode of Coffee with Michaela. I think I may have another one coming up soon of kind of like just thoughts of a first-time mom. So yeah, be on the lookout for our next video. Bye, y'all.